Hey, good morning, everyone. We are in Augusta, Georgia. Yep, not just home to the Masters. In this case, it is home to Fort Gordon, the home of the Army's Cyber Command. All the hackers and everything and all the great things that we do in the cyberspace happens right here in Augusta on Fort Gordon. And today, we've taken over Fort Gordon to put on their Independence Day Festival. We've got Bowling for Soup, and we've got Vertical Horizon. We've got a whole bunch of vendors. I see funnel cakes and slides and all things for the kids and adults. So it's going to be an amazing day. Expecting about 20,000 people here tonight for this event. Going to be outstanding. And the good news is we got an early start. So as the sun is rising and the production crew is in and all of the things that we're starting to do, like put out the barricade and the catering and get the green rooms ready, we got an early jump on the day before the bands get here in a few hours. It's an exciting day here at Fort Gordon. Hey all, welcome to Taking You Backstage. We're here at Fort Gordon in Georgia, home of cybersecurity for the Army. And I've got a very special guest with me, Matt from Vertical Horizon, chilling out with us today, spending some time. And welcome to Taking You Backstage.
Thanks, man. Good to be here. Hello, everybody. Pleasure to be here.
So you and I spent a lot of time during the pandemic, but not together.
Yes.
We spent it virtually because we were lucky to have you as a guest on a bunch of our programs, and you were nice enough to do our Friday Night Live and some of our other things.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And you caught me up on doing, some new music and what you were going to do after the pandemic.
Yeah.
What's going on with Vertical Horizon now?
Yeah, so we're working on 2 records right now. I've learned enough about the creative process to not start saying when they're going to be released until they're basically done. But yeah, it's great. It's wonderful now at this stage in our career to still feel like there's new music in us. It's a real privilege to be inspired enough to create a record and make new music. So that's a huge part of what we do, and I love doing it. And so we'll at some point soon we'll have new music coming out, and in the meanwhile we'll just be playing out there and touring as much as we can.
We've had the opportunity to work now together for a bunch of years.
Yeah.
We first met, and I don't know if you remember where we actually first met. I think we were on the Rock Boat.
Yes.
Or we were on some sort of 6-man cruise.
Yeah.
And you had just played a showcase on Rock Boat, a show, and I came up to you and I said, we haven't met, you have no idea who I am, and you probably just thought I was another fan on the Rock Boat. And I said, I've always loved the band, and I'd love to do something with you. Now, I'm sure that those comments are a dime a dozen, but I was really serious.
Yeah.
And I reached out and I said, can I take you out on a military tour?
Yeah.
And we've now had a multi-year relationship
Yeah.
of you going out for the Department of Defense. And I will tell you, and my staff speaks about you, you don't know this, my staff, and I got one today, the kindest texts and emails before every show and after every show.
Oh, I love this.
But talking about how important the military has been for you in those tours. Tell me what it means to you.
So I didn't serve, but some of my closest friends did, and family members of mine did. And the fact that I'm given the opportunity to give back to the greatest people in the world, the people who do the hardest jobs in the world. Without them, there's no guy singing a song on a stage anywhere. There's no us hanging out backstage at catering having a great, beef brisket. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which is it's actually really good.
Yeah.
There's none of that. So it all fundamentally starts with them. And to be given the chance to give them a break wherever they are in the world. And I have chills when I say this to you. The shows we do for our military are the most important shows I've ever done in my career. And as long as you will have me, as long as they will have me, I will go anywhere in the world to play for these people because they're so inspiring and so deserving of our thanks and gratitude.
Most bands don't realize, and artists don't realize, when you play a military base, whether it's stateside or whether it's overseas, it's like playing 200 small town Americas
Yeah,
across
right.
the country.
Yeah, that's true.
And you spread your music to everybody
Yeah.
who may know you or may not know you.
Yeah.
But it's such an unbelievable, collection of people.
It is, and it's, like I said, it's a privilege, right? So we've found all over the world now, people will come up to us when we're signing autographs after a show and say, hey, you played for us in Baghdad. Or most recently, the run you sent us off on in Japan, where we went and we got to play on the Ronald Reagan. Like, it blows my mind, these experiences. But then the sailors and the soldiers, they'll come up to us years maybe later. I just got a message on Facebook the other day from a soldier from Iraq who I had talked to him about an effects processor that I was using to play with my guitar, and he subsequently purchased one. He still has it, and he was talking to me about, I still love the way that sounds. It's like, so it is like playing in 50 different small towns. It's also like playing the most meaningful concert you'll ever play as a musician. Yeah. So it cannot be overstated.
And what's so amazing about you is you're amazing on stage, but you're even better off stage.
Thanks.
As a person.
Thank you.
And the way you engage the soldiers and their families and the people that are in the meet and greet line or just hanging around backstage or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
people should know, to see it.
Thanks,
so
Art.
we're here at Fort Gordon today. It's Independence Day celebration here, a couple days before, the day.
Yeah.
What do we expect tonight out of you? There's, I think, planned to be 20,000 people out here.
Amazing. Man,
so a little different than Japan here in Georgia, but that's
Whatever.
okay.
Yeah, that's good. More the merrier.
Yep.
We're just gonna have a great night, celebrating the birth of our nation, the independence of our nation, and celebrating these amazing men and women who serve our country. It's amazing to be here.
Well, Matt from Vertical Horizon, one of the greatest guys out there, personally, professionally, unbelievable band. From two bald guys to all you, taking you backstage. It's been good seeing you from Fort Gordon, Georgia.
Nice.